Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will unbox a new toy, the OPPO A5 5G. Let's unbox it and check it out. Alright, let's take a look. On my first initial thought, this phone is relatively heavier, right, than the iPhone. Looking at the size, is at least twice the size of the current iPhone. And one thing obvious is wrapped with plastic, unlike the iPhone. And but on the middle of the box you'll see here there's a silver box in the middle and the written word 5. I suppose it means A5. And there's a bottom here, OPPO logo. Right, nothing much. There's a white with black words, and on the back of the box we have the serial number, made in China, and some of the network that's supported by the phone. And these are features: IP65 water and dust resistant, military grade shock resistant, right? Wow, large 6000 milliampere large battery and 45 watts supercharge. I suppose this is a charging speed, and lastly the 120 Hz ultra bright display. Okay, let me try to remove the plastic wrap. Oh, it's not successful. Right. It's most satisfying moment every time I unbox a new phone. These are the moments that's most satisfying. Plastic is removed, and now the next step is to unveil the new phone. Come, let me flip over, and 1, 2, 3 pressure is coming up. Yes. Oh wow, it's on the top of itself is not phone, which a bit different with iPhone. It gave you the paper box, and let me see what's inside the paper box. Oh, it's a casing. Wow, not bad. OPPO is come together with a casing as a free gift, which is good. Which nothing, it won't happen in iPhone. And okay, then put this aside, and we see what is the middle of it. Yes, this is the phone, right? Let me try to lift this up. On the you look at the size. The phone is actually quite long. It's as long as my palm, right? And the size is pretty decent, I would say. Before I'm removing the paper wrap here, and you can see it looks silver on the side of the phone, bottom as well silver. By the way, this is the mist white version that I've gotten, right? And pretty admire the weight of this phone. Is unlike other phone, which is much heavier than expected. And let me put this aside as well. Okay, let's continue to see what is remaining on the box. Right, this is just a paper cover, nothing much. Okay, it's a power adapter with the USB-A. Okay, USB-A. Alright, the maximum charge speed is 45 watt. Right, 45 watt, I suppose, sorry. And this is the cable A to C, I suppose. Yes, it's an A to C cable. And there's a pin. Okay, it's a SIM. There's a SIM pin ejector, right? And that's pretty much what we have in the box, remaining of the box. Let's put this aside and focus back to the phone. I'll gently remove the paper cover. Right. Oh wow, take a look at the back of the phone. It's, I would call it simply stunning, right? It's trying to create a double tone or multiple tone, I would say. Right, it started with some silver color, lighter gray and dark gray in the top of the phone, and you actually try to create a mixture of this color and try to create some effect here. It's pretty good, I would say, and the finishes is pretty decent as well. There's two lens here. At the top is the main lens, and followed by the supporting lens. And this is the bottom lens. This is not a lens, it's a flashlight. right? But generally this phone is pretty light. It's created, I suppose, it's by aluminium, right? Aluminium base, and you can see the SIM slot is on top of the phone instead of middle or bottom. And on the bottom you have the 3.5 headphone jack port, Type C port, speaker, and on the side sleep wake button, as well as the volume up and down button. Nothing on top, and on the main screen you have the, if I'm not wrong, it's a 5 megapixel selfie, or we call it front camera. Alright, let me try to turn it on now. It's vibrating. There's some haptic feedback. Okay, OPPO, powered by Android. Okay, Color OS. From the few wording and some blinking effect that I can see from this phone, basically it is, I can see the screen resolution is not bad. Otherwise it won't have created such effect, considering this is just a budget phone. Right, the bezel is okay, not too thin, but it's not too thick, acceptable, right? It's written here hello, and let me try to set up it. Go with English, and alright, search for Malaysia. Right, next. Skip. Right. It's showing getting your phone ready, and while waiting, you can see on top here there's a Wi-Fi signal here. This is how the interface work, and no SIM card. There's a cross, and battery percentage is currently at 55 state of charge. And look at it, I'm just realized it, there's actually already some pre-installed film, or we call that screen protector, on top of the screen. I can clearly see on the, especially on the tiny hole of the camera lens, there's a protected film on top of it. Not bad, OPPO, and since you consider this. Yep, I can feel it. Yep, on the edge of the phone you can feel there's something actually lifted. Yep. Alright, once it's ready, you ask you whether you want to copy any file. Don't copy. Checking info, right? Okay, skip. Right, skip. Alright, skip. Okay, accept. Okay. I think he's trying to pre-install some app into the phone while getting it ready. Okay, skip the OPPO account. I agree. Done. Alright. I think this is pretty much the last step. ColorOS written here, get started. Oh, okay. I'm in the home screen of this OPPO A5. On my first glance, I feel that the color saturation not bad, considering this phone at this price tag. Yep, not bad, and it's quite fluid, I would say, considering it also supports 120 Hz, right? Good for gaming, right? Good for browsing, there's no problem with that. And let me have a look at the camera performance. Okay, alright, okay, don't allow. There's two zoom mode, I would say. I can see here is 1x and 2x, right? Pretty sufficient for day-to-day use. Okay, on the Pro mode, you can actually configure the ISO, the shutter speed, the focal length, video mode, photo, portrait, and more. In terms of more, you can see this. You can actually capture in panoramic, high resolution, night view, time lapse, slow mo, you name it, right? All these features is available on this phone, right? this simple swipe motion can actually make you back to the home screen. No problem, and there's a lot of apps already pre-installed, especially like Facebook, Netflix, Shopee, LinkedIn, TikTok. Yep, pretty much what we used to commonly use is already there. Yep, and I don't see any problem and any lag or probably this is a new phone, but I can feel it's pretty decent, not much problem. Let me go to the browser, and this is the first time logging in. Okay, use without an account, no problem. I can feel the smoothness of this phone. Yeah, take a look at that. Yes, this is much more curvy, this is more square, but in terms of the comfortability, not much difference, and the weight is not much different as well. You can look at the scrolling speed on the right hand side, which is much more smooth and fluid compared to the one on the old model. Okay, and if you compare the size, much more visible screen here on the right and here compared to the all-in-one. So this is 6.67 inches wide, and this is only I think about 6.3. So this is a good upgrade, I would say. This is all I have for you in this episode. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel so that you always get the latest update. As usual, feel free to drop me any comment down below. This is Anders, signing off.